At this point, focused on stopping the link. Let me bring in now from Capitol Hill, Congressman Charlie Melancon, a Democrat from Louisiana. And of course, I've got my panel with me as well. Congressman, let me begin with you. Do you feel like lawmakers are getting straight answers from Tony Hayward, who continues to say, I don't know because the investigation is ongoing?
Well, I understand the process, and it's just like in a court of law. There's discovery, and I think that's what's going on. Whether he knows or doesn't know will prove itself out in time. What my concern right now, and I'm not the technical person, I was upset this morning with the ranking member's apology to BP because they're putting up a $20 billion escrow for this situation, and it took 10 to 20 years for some people after Valdez to get settlements. The people that are hurting in this district, the land, the water, the Gulf, that's the concerns, and we've got to get to the bottom of it. This is going to be a long process. There's going to be a lot of discovery, a lot of questions asked. Some answered immediately. Some will have to get the answers sent in on the record later. But we need to find out what went wrong, where it started, and make sure that the people that are affected in the Gulf region, particularly the Louisiana folks that I represent, get a fair day or fair treatment. Given the fact that
at this point, you would imagine lawmakers, all they want to do is get to the bottom of why this happened and make sure the people right now are taken care of. There is a lot of anger and there's a lot of confusion about why Joe Barton, who's not a member of this subcommittee but was invited on as what they call ex officio, had this to say. Let me play it and I'll get your reaction.
I'm ashamed of what happened in the White House yesterday. I think it is a tragedy of the first proportion that a private corporation can be subjected to what I would characterize as a shakedown. In this case, a $20 billion shakedown.
And so there's Joe Barton calling the $20 billion in escrow a shakedown. And as you point out, there are people in your district who've lost their livelihoods. They wonder how they can feed their families.
If you own the local grocery store, if you're a shrimper or an oysterman, the bait house, the shrimp house, the marina, an everyday citizen in town, everybody right now along that coast is future. Not just their livelihood, their entire future is in jeopardy. And this fund was to try and make sure that they were treated fairly and that at the end they could not at least go forward in their lives without losing everything, at least hopefully not losing everything, including their livelihood and their environment they live in.
Congressman Melancon, I appreciate that you stuck with us through that hearing, listening to it there in Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. By the way, several sources now pointing out